we just sort of wanted to generally, I think, talk about a theme that's kind of come up a lot in the last couple of years and seems to be happening more and more often, which is just politicians just openly denying that they said something that they previously said. Now, the place that we're seeing this most often currently seems to have to do with people denying that they were that we had mandate policies. But while I queue some of these up, Walter, just your thoughts just generally on this whole idea of openly memory holing things. And we saw an example of it with the Canada incident where they stood up in the middle of Parliament and said, we'd like to strike that from the record. But that's kind of happening in more and more overt fashion of late, in particular with some of these COVID policies.
Well, they say the internet is forever, and it was thought that being on record electronically would discipline some of this behavior in which people, openly and forthrightly declare that they never said what they said. I'm not sure who the security official was this week who was claiming that they'd never wanted troops in Syria or something. And then we now have a case of people claiming there were never vaccine mandates. But I look at it as a further extension of this movement to keep you trapped in the moment. They don't even have to memory hole it, it seems. They just say, I didn't do it, and challenge you to challenge them. And you might have all the evidence in the world on your side, but you still hesitate. And that represents total victory for the Orwellian elite, because when you can prove that 2 + 2 = 4, but you're afraid of the people who say it's equals 5, you're utterly defeated.
Yeah, no, and there is so much of this. I mean, one of the examples that we were talking about was the OSHA chief, Douglas Parker, who I guess was asked in Congress about mandates. Could we cue up the Cardona clip?
What was President Biden and OSHA's plan if 84 million Americans refused to comply with the vaccine mandate or show their papers?
That's categorically untrue. We didn't threaten anyone, and we didn't demand that anyone be fired.
Did forcing 2-year-olds to wear masks save lives?
And who did the forcing?
Well, your department, or the Head Start, which is under your department, had a mask mandate until late last year for 2-year-olds and above, even outdoors. So can you point to any public health benefit of that policy?
Right. We never forced anyone to do anything because we don't have the jurisdiction or authority to do that.
Did you encourage states to adopt student vaccine mandates? Yes
I did not encourage.
All right. So the first one there was I believe it was Douglas Parker, the head of OSHA, and the second one was the Xavier Becerra, the Health and Human Service Secretary, saying, no, we didn't do that. We never had mandates. We didn't force anybody to do any of that.
I love how one of their supporting pieces of evidence for not having done it is that we had no right to do it. So obviously we didn't do it.
That's right. We couldn't have done it because
we're not allowed to do it. Therefore, we didn't.
Right. Exactly.
Except we did, but
yeah.